Hey, what's up, you guys? WWE fan 0599 here again, and today we're going to review Uncharted Drake's Fortune. So I decided, with Uncharted 4 Thief's End coming out in April, that once a month, the 3 months leading up to Uncharted 4, I would review each game once a month before Uncharted 4 comes out, and we're going to start off with Uncharted Drake's Fortune. So Uncharted Drake's Fortune is basically about this guy named Nathan Drake, and he is like the last descendant of Sir Francis Drake, and he wants to try and find what Francis Drake couldn't find, and that was El Dorado. And let's just say while he's trying to get this treasure, things are not going well for him. Things are not looking easy for him, basically. So, yeah. So what I think of Uncharted Drake's Fortune. This was a really good start to this Uncharted series. I really enjoyed Uncharted Drake's Fortune. It's a really good first installment to this, really good trilogy, honestly. And I really enjoyed the first game. It's a very nice first installment to this trilogy. So yeah. So let's get into my positives, and my positives are the gameplay, of course. The gameplay is absolutely incredible with this. I love the gameplay with Uncharted. It seems very fluid, nice and fluid. It's really great. The shooting is actually pretty good in my opinion. I know some people have complained that the aiming is not too... The aiming's fine in my opinion. I don't think there wasn't really too many problems with the aiming in my opinion, but I thought the shooting was really good, nice aiming, nice, and it's really easy to get headshots in that game. Like, I got like 5 or 6 trophies just for headshots. It's easy in this game, like in the first one, to get headshots, but in the sequels, it's actually a little bit harder to get headshots. So, but in this game, it's very easy. You just go pop, 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 and like that. So yeah, the gameplay, it's nice and fluid, very nice. The voice acting is really good. Of course, Nolan North, who plays Nathan Drake, he is perfect. He's absolutely great as Nathan Drake. He does such an awesome job. He brings, the charisma, the charisma he brings to Nathan Drake, and it's absolutely incredible. I love that. I think Nolan North does a great job. Everyone else does a great job. And, playing the characters and stuff. I also love the characters. Like, of course, Nathan Drake. He's probably one of the best video game characters I've ever seen. He's absolutely awesome. He's way better than Lara Croft. I'll just say that. This is better. This game is better than any Tomb Raider game I've ever played in my life. Tomb Raider is so overrated. But this, if you want a good treasure hunter type game, this is the one to play. Because Nathan Drake is such an awesome character. I love his character. Also, Elena, she's great as well. I liked her. Sully is a great character. I love all the characters in this video game because they're all great. And, just some great characters in my opinion. The writing, like the dialogue between each and every character, especially between Drake and Elena, it's great. I love it. They just go back and forth with each other, and I just love it, Some of the best dialogue I think I've ever heard in a video game, honestly. It's absolutely great, and I love that about this game. The graphics look really good for this game. It actually looks really beautiful. I like the graphics with Uncharted Drake's Fortune. Now, I am playing this on the Nathan Drake collection for the PS4, so obviously it looks different from the PS3 version, but it just looks absolutely great. And I love that how great this game looks. It feels like you are in, this place, that they're in. It makes you, they put you right in there, and it's great. I love that. So yeah. The only few negatives I have with this game are that the shooting can get repetitive at times. Like shooting the enemies and stuff. It could get repetitive, like, oh, I just shot a whole bunch of wave of enemies. Oh, here come more enemies. Like, it could get repetitive a little bit, in my opinion, and it could detract sometimes, but, it just could get repetitive at times, and The villains were very weak in my opinion. The villains felt like just kind of filler. It's like, we need villains for this game, so let's just put these guys. They honestly do nothing for the game, and when it comes down, when you find out who, like, the main villain is of the story, which I won't spoil, but it's like, I don't care because I don't care for you as a villain. Like, they were just underdeveloped, and they served nothing to the story, in my opinion, so, yeah. And my biggest flaw with this game is probably the jet ski controls. The jet ski controls are garbage. They are awful. I can barely control this thing whenever I'm playing it. Luckily, it's only 2 missions where you have to play on the jet ski. It is so difficult. It literally took me 5 minutes just to get up a waterfall, like a small little waterfall. It took me 5 minutes because I couldn't get the controls right for this. They are awful, these jet ski controls. They are so bad, and luckily they don't bring it back for 2 and 3. I'm so glad. Well, 3 I don't really know since I'm still playing through that right now, but just luckily they didn't bring that back for 2 because, man, they were awful. So yeah. So overall, Uncharted Drake's Fortune is a really good first installment to this trilogy, and I did really enjoy this game. So yeah. So it's time for my official grade on Uncharted Drake's Fortune. My official grade on Uncharted Drake's Fortune is a B+. It's a really good game. Like I said, I definitely think a lot of you will have a lot of fun with this game if you've never played it. It's really good. You know, has a really good story behind it. You know, some great characters, in my opinion. You know, especially Nathan Drake. If you do love games like Tomb Raider and stuff, I think you'll enjoy this, even though this is way better than Tomb Raider. But I still really enjoyed the game. I still think it's a game you all should check out. So yeah, it's getting a B+. So what did you guys think of Uncharted Drake's Fortune? Leave it in the comment section below. I'm WWE Fan 0599, and we'll see you out later. Peace.